This is the very first piece that I've created that is autobiographical, in the sense that it is directly inspired by my own life experiences, which makes it pretty personal. The very first time it was created, it was in a burn in Denmark on a boat. It was a very small burn, just 100 people. And the idea for it came the morning of the performance, so it was extremely spontaneous. What I wanted to convey was a sense of constant growth, of like, okay, you've passed this stage, you've grown, but that's not the end. There's still more growing to do, something along those lines. And also how you grow through letting go. All these layers that I remove, you remove them, but you still want them, you know? So it's that tension that you're letting go, but you're not fully letting go yet. So that was part of the journey, and also something that kind of came up very spontaneously during my first performance in the Danish burn. I started off with a blanket, like a black blanket that was in the first song, essentially. And then I got out of the blanket and then started waking up. And then I removed the first layer. And I had a moment on the stage where I was a little bit confused, like, so I've removed this layer, there is no more removal of layer, what do I do, you know? And I had this very first experience of, I've choreographed before, and I've also been a performer of somebody else's choreography. But that moment on stage, I kind of had a spontaneous choreography moment where I was on stage and I had a thought, if I'm the audience watching me right now, how can I make me as the audience understand what I'm trying to convey? And I looked at the black blanket that I threw away, and I just started interacting with the blanket. I started to come closer to it, then move away from it, and then pick it up, and then drop it back down. So I kind of established a relationship with the blanket, but this was not an idea that I had before the performance. It happened on stage, and that became something that I kept with me for future performances, the sense of interacting with the object and kind of developing a relationship with it, that as the audience, I'll be like, oh, you know, what is this relationship? What does the blanket represent? And why is it being thrown away and being brought back? You know, like, what does that mean? Because I kind of like it when I watch a performance and I'm curious. So I kind of try to think, okay, what kind of performance do I want to watch? You know, so how do I make the audience curious? This performance kind of happened not long after I had a breakup, but that's not just the only thing. It has been 5 years of letting go of comforts. And so in a way, I think if I can summarize what this is, it's basically anything that is comfortable for me.